iOS 4.2 Beta 3 is out, terrible ringtones for SMS included, Apple's parental restriction patterns are going a bit too far this time, and it seems the dev team has officially figured out how to keep your iPhone jailbroken for the rest of its life. All this and more coming up right now. Hello everybody, I'm Jaime Rivera and welcome to the Pocketnow iReview, the show where we go through all this week's cool and the not so cool inside the world of Apple's iOS devices. As always, let's start off this week with the cool. Well, Verizon has already begun selling the iPad on their stores. It doesn't really mean much for the smartphone market and what we cover, but it does mean that Verizon and Apple are getting along, which means that yes, the rumors that the Verizon iPhone could be true by the beginning of next year could hold more water as of now. So we'll see how the story unfolds eventually. Yes, iOS 4.1 has officially been jailbroken by the dev team, and sadly, even though it's not as cool as jailbreak.com just yet, it seems the GeoHot, Comex, and LimeRain exploits are cool enough to keep your iOS device jailbroken for the rest of its life. How? Well, it seems this works through the A4 chip, so it pretty much won't cover the iPhone 3GS and past devices, but it seems that the exploit was so good that as long as your iDevice carries the A4 chip, it won't be able to be fixed by Apple. Who holds the cards? Well, you know, it's Apple, so we'll see what happens. Another cool thing that happened this week is that Amazon is now featuring a barcode scanner on their iOS app that'll allow you to go to a store, look at anything you want to buy, scan it, and see if the prices are better on your Amazon store, and then buy it right then. So it pretty much is trying to get you to leave empty-handed out of the store. Kind of cool. And yes, video chatting is becoming the thing lately, as Yahoo has rolled out their iOS update that'll bring video chatting between your devices, Android devices, and also the PC and Mac. So this joins the services coming from Fring, Tango, and you know, even the same FaceTime from Apple, even though the service from FaceTime is not working between PCs or Mac just yet. What can we expect? Well, let's hope Skype, you know, gets the memo and they don't take a couple of months to do the same thing, because it's actually really cool. And yeah, I'll say it again, it seems the jailbreakers have all the fun. I mean, one of the funny things about iOS is the fact that you have this clock in there, but it's stuck to 10:15. I mean, it's not really live. You don't see the hands moving anytime, but there's this jailbreak feature called Live Clock, which will actually make it move towards the real time. So, again, jailbreak. It's really a need, guys. Okay, so let's start off with the not so cool. iOS 4.2 Beta 3 is out. It's rolling pretty much a week from Beta 2, and why is this in the not so cool? Well, it did bring some stability improvements, but it also brought some SMS ringtones that really suck. You know, I really feel Apple should pick up the phone, call HTC, and ask them who makes the ringtones, because HTC does a really good job at this, and it seems Apple needs some help. Desperately. Well, continuing on, it seems that Apple has filed a patent that avoids sexting, you know, text messaging for, you know what I'm talking about. But the thing is, it seems that this patent actually allows parents to block portions of messages or the whole message from somebody specific if it has sort of weird content. Now, why do we consider it not so cool? It's great that we have more parental restrictions on iOS devices. I consider them to be the best in the market, but you know, blocking stuff or bringing different things means that Apple actually has a little bit of a scoop of what you get, and it really is not good for privacy. So if Apple can do this through parents, it could do it eventually through other things, and you can actually have these really control freak parents that just go way beyond what is really meaning controlling and actually, you know, snoop into what you're typing, which is good for some things but not good for others. So anyways. And continuing on, it seems that Foxconn, which is a company that builds the iPhones, has just raised the cost for their building of iPhones to avoid more suicide cases within their plant. This is actually cool because it seems that workers there didn't have a really good, decent treatment for the job they did, but the not so cool thing is, you know, it'll raise costs, so let's just hope that Apple bites the bullet on these costs and doesn't make the iPhone 5 more expensive. We'll see what happens in the end. That's it for today's iReview. Thank you very much for watching. Any questions or comments you have about this video, let us know on the comments section or on twitter.com/PocketNow tweets or youtube.com/PocketNow video. That's it for now.